Hey guys, just go through Saturday's class for you. Obviously had to wear the jersey today. Saturday's class, our warm up, first thing we're going to do are shoulder cars. Okay, so shoulder cars, we can just come down into a half kneeling position. Okay, I want to keep my hand nice and close to my body, okay, at all times, and it is a really controlled movement, so I'm not having to rotate my body. I want to emphasize that movement coming in the shoulder joint. So I'm going to bring my hand all the way up overhead, bring into my ear. When I get to that kind of end range point, I'm going to rotate my hand and bring as much behind, controlling as much as I can, keeping that hand nice and close in all the time. So as I get up overhead, okay, it would be very easy for me to kind of go and rotate my body around just to make it that little bit easier. Is that okay? So just make sure you're keeping that in. You're going to do 5 on each side with that. Then we're just going to do a hip flexor stretch. Okay, so you can be staying down in this position, or if you want to get into a bigger stretch, you can come back up. Okay, what we're looking for then is as wide of a stance as we can, lowering down. Okay, already now I can feel that on the higher up on my quad, and then I can reach from behind, holding onto my foot, pulling my heel in towards my bum and stretching forward. Is that okay? We can elevate up overhead and just really push those hips forward as much as we can. Is that okay? So 30 seconds on each side with that. And then last thing we'll do is some standing oblique stretch. Okay, so the way I will do this, I will step my foot across, so right foot will come across my left, for example. Then I'm going to bring right hand up overhead, and then I'm going to reach all the way out to the opposite side, and I'm pushing my hips that way. Okay, so I'm getting a nice big stretch all in here, coming down into my obliques. Okay, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds, coming out, relax, switching over 30 seconds on the other side. Is that okay? So same as usual, 2-3 rounds of that. Once you have that done, okay, so this is a real tough core kind of workout. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is you're going to have 5 different movements. You're going to do 10 reps or 10 seconds, okay, on each movement, and then you must take a 1 minute break. So you must take that 1 minute break at the end of each round. Okay, when you're doing this, whether it be on Zoom in the morning or on your own, you're going to obviously have to have your own timer with you, because everybody's going to get to that 1 minute break at different times, but it must be a full 1 minute's rest. Is that okay? So the first movement are plank ups, so 10 plank ups. It's getting into our plank position, keeping that core nice and tight. Hand comes directly under my shoulder, all the way up and back down. Okay, so that's 1. So you're going to do 10 plank ups. Then it's going to be crunches, so whatever variation of crunches or sit-ups, whatever you want to call them, you normally do, whether that's knees bent, all the way up, elbows down, or we can go flat and tucking yourself in. Again, whichever one you want. Okay, once you have that done, 10 of those, then it's rainbows. Okay, so this is just a little bit different. It's just a different core kind of movement. Okay, so what we want to be doing is we want to be hands behind, leaning slightly back, keeping that core nice and tight. Okay, you can have an object maybe on the ground as well, and all we're simply going to do, okay, is legs are up, and we're going to create that arch. So rainbow like, going from side to side. Is that okay? So you're going to do 10 of those. Then we're going to do some plank climbers. Okay, so these are like mountain climbers, so you'll be glad to know. Okay, only you're doing them in a plank position. So we get down into a plank, a bit harder. Now I'm going to bring my right knee to my right elbow, all the way in, extend out, all the way in, extend out, in and out. So that's just 5 to each side, so 10 in total. And then last thing we're going to do is a 10-second hollow hold. Okay, so 10-second hollow hold. Remember, really important, lower back stays in contact with the ground as much as you possibly can. So I'm squeezing that against the ground. Head and chest are up, legs are about 6 inches or so off the ground, and I'm going to hold 10 seconds. If I find that I can put my hands behind, bring my hands along my side to make it a bit easier, elevate the legs up to make it a bit easier, or tuck my knees in to make it easier again. Is that okay? So once I've got all those 5 movements done for the 10 reps or 10 seconds, I will have to take a 1 minute break. Soon as the 1 minute's up, then you start again, new round, same 5 movements, 10 reps, 10 seconds, 1 minute break, and so on until you get 5 rounds of that done. Is that okay? So it is 4 time. Okay, so it's 4 time, and the time, your finishing time, will include your 1 minute breaks. Is that okay? That's it, guys. 9:30 tomorrow morning for Zoom. Talk to you then.